There's patterns. Crochet knit all about them. We're going to be talking about Cardigan patterns today. So, yes, this is actually part 2 because we did Cardigans last month. Well, it was me and Pam with B. What's her channel name? Oh, B. I went blank on her channel name. Sorry, Pam. she she tends to come around, so hopefully I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's it. I can't believe that I can't think of it.
It's okay, sweetie. Most likely people can actually be able to go back into your lives and go look, and then they can
Mhm.
find it, rewatch it, and see all those wonderful patterns and see her channel and be able to go link up with her. I'm assuming?
Exactly, and I mentioned her quite a bit, so I've dropped her link in videos quite a few times or shouted her out. But anyway, today my guest star, it's the fabulous, the one, the only Kayleena with my own Utopia.
Hello, you beautiful people, and thank you so much for allowing me to come up here and have this wonderful live with you, sweetheart, today.
And I'm so happy to have you, Kayleena. Thank you for coming live with me.
Yep.
Now I do want to warn everybody. Kayleena does have her children today, so there may be times where she might have to shut off her camera here and out on the, every now and then on the live, or you may not see her, but you can hear her. Um, and she's probably going to have to leave early to see about some stuff with her children. If I haven't, finished up the live, I'll just continue by myself, and Kayleena, will go about her day.
I have to do the horrible job of cooking dinner.
And if y'all haven't checked out the awesome Kayleena, please do so. I do have her channel link in the description box of today's live. And I'm not sure if any of my moderators are here yet, but if one is in the chat, if you could drop Kayleena's channel for me, that would be amazing. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
And let's see, we have Samantha and Sonia here. How are y'all amazing Yorny friends doing today? I'm going to roll today.
She literally started off like coming up on here, just going singing to me and everything. I'm like, what in the world? She's being all kinds of cute and silly today.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to sing y'all this new song I came up with last night. And please excuse my singing voice. I know I have a horrible, horrible singing voice, but I still think y'all will like the song itself. Um, now I'm like getting shy.
Don't even worry about it. You
I
can just
got it.
bring it on up in a few minutes if you want.
I got it. Another row bites the dust, and another row, and another row. Another row bites the dust. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Another row bites the dust.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely singing this later. My kids are going to be sitting there laughing their little off at me.
Yeah, I was crocheting last night and I finished the row and I was like, another row bites the dust. And then I'm like, hold up, I can make a song out of it.
You should record that, and that would be awesome for something for a
I would
tutorial.
love to do a short, but I'm not a good singer. And like with shorts, I know I would get attacked if I.
Honey, I've learned a long time ago the individuals that sit there and want to attack you, the best thing to do is just ignore them.
Well, there was one time I was being goofy and I sang a song on a short for Anita.
Aw.
And you should have seen some of the rude comments that I got and the thumbs down.
kidding. I've learned to, like I said, I ignore. I don't even worry about it. I'm just like, okay, you do you. If this is what you need to do, sweetness.
But I was like, okay, like those that watch my channel would, would get it more, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's the ones you need to worry about is those wonderful individuals that come back and support you and love you and be able to actually like join along with you.
Mm.
Those are awesome individuals. Oh yes, family all day long. Oh
But what
yes,
it
ma'am.
is, reels get seen a lot by people that aren't in the yarny community, and
Mhm.
they tend not to be so nice.
Well, that's what life is. Is there's it's not just on the internet. It's more accessible on the internet,
Hmm.
but it happens any and everywhere. Um, Taking high school, elementary, middle school, you're bullied 20 or me, bullied 24/7. I despised it. I left, went out into the world, and it was a totally 360. That on its own is basically what taught me to
Yeah,
just, you know what, be you. Love yourself, be you, and
exactly.
don't worry
I
about
am
anybody.
wonderful in every single way.
See?
Okay, I'll behave now. Yes, Samantha, it's Be Creative Crafts. That's Pam's channel. Thank you.
There you go.
And thank you for dropping Kayleena's link too.
Thank you. She is awesome.
And let's see, Samantha's working on Granny Squares blanket and butterfly mosaic blanket and treble crochet blanket and cottage core mosaic. Awesome.
Ooh.
So, oops, I was just about to ask you.
I'm listening. It's just I'm trying to see what he's got to say, and I didn't want him to be in the video.
I was just about to ask you if you want to go ahead and share your whips and finish projects with everybody.
Thanks for coming in such bad weather. Okay,
Let's
don't worry
see.
about it. Sorry. He's
It's
still
all
learning how to read. You said to show off my patterns?
your your whips and finish projects.
Yes. Oh, I'm excited. I'm actually making my very first hexy cardigan. That is one of my very
Ooh.
first ones. Christmas in July has got me like off the charts thinking about Christmas, and it's perfect timing, honestly, to tell you the truth. With Christmas, honestly, not far off and everything else like that, I wanted this will give me enough time to make something for not only my three wonderful boys, but anybody else that's coming around for Christmas or I want a gift for Christmas or anything else like that. So I think I wrote it. Yes, I did. So this one is going to be for my oldest. Surprisingly, he's 9 years old, turning 10, and yet wears the same size clothes as I do. How phenomenal is that?
You know, like I was like still in elementary school. Okay? And my sister was able to get into my kid-sized jeans.
It's like, what?
And she was 10 years older than me.
Wow. Just it's phenomenal. I'm starting to understand now the difference between the male clothes, the female clothes, the smaller clothes, the juniors, and then adults. I'm just like, it's mind boggling, honestly, to tell you the truth. But the one I'm making is the Granny Hexagon Cardigan by Passion Knits Kelsey, Kelsie. She's on YouTube. So I am shouting her out for that because I mean she is doing a phenomenal job teaching me how to do this.
Ooh, beautiful.
So
I
I'm
have
not done
never
yet.
I have never made a cardigan before. I want to,
It's so much fun.
but I want to get a good bit of my weight off of me before I really get into making much for wearables. And anything that I will make, it'll be more like for my weight loss make alone where it would be in a smaller size.
Ooh, and that would be a good opportunity.
But I got to be careful too because it's not like I can really measure myself to get that right. That like sometimes certain patterns you kind of do have to take measurements more or try it on to see how if it fits right.
Not this. You can make
Awesome.
this. Oh, it is so easy. Oh, it's so easy. So the arms will end up being like a lot much bigger and everything else like that, but you can shrink it down to your itty bitty little wrist. So you can sit there and you can have one that's about give or take about a size or two. The great thing with cardigans though is you have to think you're going to be wearing a sweater, long sleeve up underneath it, something's a little bit bulky. So because you're doing it for a weight loss, even though you're going to meet the requirements, give or take maybe when you're wearing short sleeves. So think about it. You can actually lose some more weight where you could throw a nice hefty sweater up underneath
Hmm.
it, still put it on, and yet it still fits. And with cardigans, you can sit there and you can wear something that's nice, big, and baggy, and yet it still looks good on you.
And I did start a little on that Mandela vest that I want to make for that gorgeous pattern with the magic glitz yarn, ice
Yes.
yarn.
Oh, I cannot wait to see that one.
Like when I show my mystery project, I'll be showing that
Oh.
that the little bit of progress on the vest. I do want
Um,
to tell. Oh, sorry, just 1 second.
Oh, I
I do
wanted to
want.
show you the yarn and tell y'all what I was using if anyone was curious. But if you want to move forward, we can move forward.
I just wanted to tell Suzanne hi real quick. How are you, and what are you working on, Suzanne? All right, go ahead. Sorry.
For this one, I'm using the Urban Chic.
Ooh.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's 78% acrylic, 22% cotton. And then I'm using Blush Works. And this one is 80% acrylic, 20% alpaca.
Ooh, sweet.
And then I had one more project to show, and I swear I'm done. I swear.
It's
Uh,
all good.
the second one is my very first knitted cardigan. It's a free pattern from Lion Brand. It's free knitted patterns, Lion Boyfriend cardigan, pattern number L70272.
Ooh, nice.
I am using, like, I barely have enough of it. It's
You know,
not even really.
one of the patterns I'm sharing today, or it may have been something I had looked at. There was one I saw that had like the name, like something to do with boyfriend shawl.
Oh, then that'll be
Not shawl,
perfect.
cardigan, sorry.
Well, we'll find out because I got it right here printed out. This one I'm using Oxford. You know, I didn't even realize how difficult it is to do the ribbing front flat. That's what took me the longest trying to understand how to actually do that. Nobody on YouTube has actually sat down and explained it in a way that made it make sense. I had to pull out one of my yarns and sit there and make so many mistakes before I finally clicked.
When you say ribbing, you kind of mean like, you know how in knitting you have that rib stitch, and there's like a ribbed like look in crochet, but it's a look, it's not exactly the same, but it kind of has that look like a the knit. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes, this.
Oh, I could have helped you with that, Kayleena.
I I didn't know how to actually put it. I was like, how do I do this in the flat form? And I even looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find nobody.
But actually, I've always done it in the round. That is true. But the only thing is, like from what you just wouldn't connect it.
Mm-mm. There is a difference. Oh, there is a difference. Okay, so in the round, you knit the knits, you purl the pearls, correct?
Yeah.
If you do the flat, you knit the pearls and purl the knits.
Oh, okay. I got what you're saying now. For some reason, I was thinking like crochet. I'm sorry. You're talking about knitting.
Yes, knitting.
Yeah, in the round, it is different. And actually, I do have videos talking about that. Uh,
Well,
I
I didn't find it. It's my fault.
it's all good. Like I have, it's probably it. I have a helpful tips knitting playlist,
I need to look at that then.
and I know I have my knitting tutorials, and I may have talked about it in a tutorial too. But basically, yeah, if you're working in the round, um, like if it's stockinette, it's you're just doing all knit stitches.
Yeah,
But
that's
if you do
different too.
stockinette flat knitting, the front side is knit stitches, the back side is pearls.
Yes. And I'm thinking about possibly doing a video of just what's the difference between knitting or doing the stockinette flat and round, so make it as plain as day if someone's sitting there brand new not really knowing what to look for, and actually put something like that out there. That would benefit someone so greatly. And then same thing with the rib stitch, just as plain as day. What's the difference between in the round and flat ribbing? Because honestly, that's what I was putting down, and yet I wasn't finding anything. Or they would sit
But
there and not say it.
I don't really think I've done ribbing with flat knitting
You don't think
because
you've done it?
normally when I do ribbing is stuff like beanies.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that like there's a difference in like the working in the round and flat with knitting.
Yes. So this is my very first flat rib as well. I've done beanies. I have done socks. Everyone sits there and says, if you can do socks, you can make anything. And I'm like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, no, there's there's techniques and tricks to things that you don't learn with socks that you learn with other aspects of things.
And another thing too, like especially like wearables, with knitting you gotta sew pieces together more.
Yes.
Where if you do like wearables and crochet, it's it's different.
It's easier to find the stitches and it's easier to fix the mistakes if you come across one. It's so much easier.
But I find there's certain looks with when it comes to knitting you can't get in crochet.
Yes.
It's like knitting has this clean, elegant type look where it's real clean looking, and then usually like they'll add like some lace work or
Yes.
cables,
Yes. Oh, I want to learn
and it
cables.
and it just gives it that whoa factor.
Hmm.
Whoa.
Like I'm learning cables now in crochet, and I don't know, there's a difference. It's like I love it. It's beautiful and it has its unique opportunity in the world that it needs to be there, but it is nothing compared to knitting.
Knitted cables.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because it's been around a lot more longer than crochet or what.
I think with knitting it just has this cleaner like look to it.
Mhm.
Um and crochet cables, it's still kind of this, in a sense it's the same, but cables and crochet look different than knitted ones.
Yes, they do. They honestly do. But I could be biased too because knitting was my first love.
I learned knitting first too.
No, I didn't go far, honestly, but yeah, it was my first.
But I do find that there's certain things in crochet you don't get that in knitting, and
Yes.
vice versa.
Oh, yes. Oh, so true. Amigurumi is a big one.
See, I've never done amigurumi in knitting, but I've done a lot of it in crochet.
Right. But if you compare the two, you have more of an opportunity to be able to make things that are more 3D, 4D in crochet. And it's more homemade. It's more homey. It's more like a grandma type of material and texture and love and compression upon you. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
But knitting is more of like something that's, like you said, it's more elegant. It's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's something that is critiqued and perfect and just delicate to the touch.
Yeah. Crochet is more texture.
Yes.
Knitting's more kind of simple but elegant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Demetria and Michelle, how are y'all lovely ladies doing today? My amazing Yorny friends. And what are y'all working on? Here's some Connie love for everybody. Spreading that Connie love. That's my new catchphrase.
Oh, you can make like little hearts and just put little hearts and be like, here.
um, let's see. Oh, I don't think I asked you yet. Do you have anything going on at your channel you want to share with everybody?
My channel is basically it's slowed down a whole lot. I have decided to take a timeout from my channel. We are having a lot of medical issues, special needs issues, and all that. We are a neurodivergent home. We're neurospicy. And we have some upcoming surgeries, upcoming issues, and stuff like that. So I decided, as being a good mommy, to basically take my time and give it back to my children, give it to my family, and try to get things situated. If you know, you know. If you don't, then head on over to my channel, and I have a couple of videos actually put up explaining what is really going on. It's a really heartfelt, deep, hard subject that's happening. But my husband has decided that I am not allowed to stop YouTube. He says that I love it way too much, and you guys love me way too much for me to just fully 100% stopped. So, thanks to Mr. Utopia, I am coming back on maybe about once a month or once every 2 months. Yes, to show what I'm working on, what I'm doing, put up tutorials, do some reviews, talk about how the difference, like what I'm doing about the knitting, what I was talking about with my issue, things like that and everything. I am almost like a Frankenstein channel. I talk about knitting, crocheting. I do tutorials. I do yarn reviews. I talk about hooks. We also have special needs. We're neurodivergent. I homeschool. I have a garden. We talk about that and everything else like that. So my channel is a big, a lot of different subjects type of channel. It's not just one direct. But as a particular moment, yeah, I'm just coming on about once a month, once every 2 months. And I might, after the holidays, start doing my lives again, because a lot of you beautiful people has been begging me to come
Awesome.
back on, and I so miss y'all so much.
But yeah, but sometimes you have to take some breaks with your channel. I
Yes.
mean, I know a few months back I had to when I was having all my medical issues, and
Oh,
it
yeah,
took me
definitely.
a while to get back in the swing of things even when I came back.
But you did it so gracefully.
Thank you. I don't really feel like I did because I know a lot of people like didn't know where I was at.
Yeah, but you made the announcement. You've put it up talking about, hey, I'm sorry, I'm here. And you made sure you put your word out there, and we spread it the best we could. I don't think there was honestly any other way you could have probably done it except for probably be on there every single day going, hey, I'm still here, I'm alive. Just give me a minute.
And the thing was, I mean, I did, and now, I did like make posts like on my
Mhm,
community page and my Facebook group, and I did do a live where I talked about what had happened to me.
mhm.
But the thing was that after getting out of the hospital, it was like I stopped coming around for a while. And I kind of like, didn't tell people what was going on for a while.
Honey, you needed that time to not only just recover physically, but emotionally as
Hmm.
well. Not everybody is capable of jumping from one aspect to the next or recovering
And
so quickly.
adjusting to the medication I was on, especially the diabetic medicine. Oh, it
At
took 3 different medicines to find one that I could tolerate.
least we found, or at least y'all found one.
But now I'm on once a week injections, which is really a lot easier than having to take a pill every day for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We also have our amazing Yorny friend Sherry here. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Let's see. Michelle's working on a baby blanket. And Demetrius at a craft show right now, a bit slow after lunch.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of people are doing craft show stuff right now.
oh, I want to
Yeah,
go see that.
I think people must be busy today. I think a lot of people are lurking too today. It's all good.
Oh, I feel you, lurkers, sweetnesses. Oh, I'll sit there and have videos on all the time. I'm sitting there doing dishes, I'm doing things, I'm working in the garden, all of that, or I'm sitting there and I'm crocheting. I'm just or knitting.
Yeah, more than likely, a good amount of people will probably be watching my replay.
Hmm. I've
I,
done that too.
because I get a lot of people that watch my replays, especially with how I do the topics and stuff. And that is one thing I forgot to say at the beginning to my wonderful Yorny friends watching the replay. Welcome, welcome. I hope y'all enjoy the live today, and please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know you watched.
Oh, don't forget the thummies.
Oh yeah, that too.
Thummies.
Sherry says I'm doing good. I'm working on 2 test knit socks and a shawl.
Mm.
Ooh, speak socks to me, Sherry.
Oh,
I
and
don't
then
know. There's something about I always love when people make socks. I love seeing pictures of them.
I've actually started getting bored of them. There was like a year I sat there and I knitted socks for a while. Like I knitted almost everybody a pair of socks. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm done.
I made 2 pairs so far, but I still love them. I want to make more.
Oh, really?
Oh, and I love shawls too. Too. I always love seeing shawls, especially crochet knit ones.
Shawls are absolutely divine and gorgeous, but
I
they are
know.
aggravating because they won't stay on my shoulders. I won't wear them because I am such an active individual. I'm just like, stay on. Well, just,
So I do want to announce a few things on my channel too. Um, Most of y'all know I have my gnome make along going on for the month of July. Um, so you can make any type of gnome, any craft as long as it's homemade, any pattern. Um, and then send me your pictures when you finish. And sometime the first week of August, I'll do a video sharing everyone's lovely gnome makes. And of course, there's my weight loss wearable make along. Yeah, wearable make along. And basically, those looking to lose weight, basically just make something to wear in a smaller size than what you're currently wearing. And the goal is to get into that size and use it as a motivational piece. Um, and think about all the hard work you put into it. You're going to want to get into it.
oh, definitely.
Um, then and with make alongs, I'm gonna do some form of a make along every month. There will be some that will be kind of my own thing, where I do like a basically a tutorial type make along. like kind of how, which I need to get around to finishing this. Like what I was doing with that stripe knit beanie make along.
Oh my
That
goodness, you
that
made that
that's
a
the
while back.
format that I would do it, where it's really a tutorial that you can do at any time. But basically, those that make it, same thing. Send me a picture, and I'll share your pictures in a video. If you make it after the fact, if you send me a picture, it'll go into a finished projects video, my monthly video.
I actually did that one. That one was a really good tutorial explaining all the aspects of
Thank you.
everything you can even imagine when it comes down to making a beanie. That was a really good one.
Thank you. The only thing I really have left to do, I want to show how to do the decreases and the magic loop, and then to weave in the ends.
Okay.
Um, it's like just stuff kept, and then I'll forget about it too. And I'm like, I need to like really wrap it up and share the pictures and stuff. But one thing I'm planning to do, um, I'm working on getting myself more organized with when I crochet, when I knit. I think my start day is going to be on Mondays, and I'm going to aim to put out my hot off the hook or knitting chronicle videos on Mondays.
Ooh,
Maybe a few days late, but that way I'm always like shifting on that day. And then I want one day of the week. There may be times I might do like 2 days of the week, like one day maybe to work on something like um a pattern design,
mhm.
and maybe one day to kind of work on stuff for like tutorials, or kind of like make alone tutorials,
I
like
love that
pitch
idea.
tutorials, that type of thing, because that is something I really need to put more tutorial type content out on my channel. And hopefully one day I can get myself set up where I can get like the overhead, because I hug my tripod and it makes things hard. Yep.
This is what I use. This is a microphone holder, honestly, to tell you the truth. And I use this thing right here. You can actually disattach it, hook up your phone, because I use my phone. I don't use a camera. And I'll hook this up and I'll bring it straight down, and I can actually bring in a lamp or something like that, and I put it right over, and it's beautiful. It's perfect. I can have it right here. It's out of my way. I can move over to the side, or I can watch myself. It's the cheapest and easiest thing to use.
I'm going to have to get with you on more information and what I need to look for to find those items,
Okay.
because I need to try to find the cheapest way to do it for my phone, because I film from my phone.
Mm. So you do the same as I do. Okay.
I used to have, well, I don't know where we put it. I used to have like a vlogging camera, but
Ooh.
that thing, like, it started messing up on me.
Oh no.
I spent more money on it than on my phone.
See, no, no, no. I go from the cheapest possible.
And and then get this. My phone had better quality for filming.
Yes. Oh, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No matter
I
what
think
kind of camera I got, it was always my phone was better.
I used like a $40 prepaid phone.
Hmm.
I was like, when I realized, I'm like, you gotta be joking me. I spent like $100 on this camera, and it's a piece of junk.
Yep. Oh yes. Oh yes, definitely. The only reason why I have a professional camera in there. The only time I ever use that is whenever I'm really wanting to take photos of my boys to like set them up and put them for professional photos or something like that. Schooling, the beginning of school, the end of school, things like that and everything. Or birthday parties, that's it. Other than that, this is what I pull with me. It's always with me. It's small, it's slender, and the camera is oh, mwah, fabulous.
But yeah, because it's like I feel like I'm hugging my tripod, and it's so awkward. It makes
Mhm.
it hard to crochet and knit.
It does.
All right, Michelle, I hope you have a fabulous day. But yeah, so there's that going on, and then there's my pattern giveaway where you got to try to guess what my secret is.
That is that is so hard because you've barely put out any information.
And it's hard to like hold it in.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Well, more than likely, it should be next week
Oh,
sometime.
honey, you're
More than
killing me.
likely. I'm excited.
I'm
And yeah, and whenever I release this video, you don't want to miss it. It's a must watch video
yes. Oh, oh, I can't wait. Oh, I
because
can't
my
wait.
secret, like I said, there's kind of like a second porter thing to my secret.
There's a what to your second
Kind of like
porter?
a second port to my
Ooh.
secret.
Ooh. Now you've got my
Something that
brain just.
kind of like initially it wasn't part of my secret, but now it is.
Don't you love how things just end up like meshing together without you even really thinking about it? And it's just, oh, my gears are rolling now.
And, and like I said, it just like when y'all find everything out,
Oh, I can't wait. You said next week, honey? I'll be there.
should be,
Hopefully.
should be. It is possible there could be a delay.
Ah,
I hope there's not
okay.
because I'm really ready for this to.
Oh, see, I'm antsy. Come on. You know, we're all antsy. We're all sitting over here going, come on, woman.
I know, and I kind of feel bad because initially I didn't think it was going to take as long as it has been.
No, don't feel bad. Honey, if there's a reason behind everything, it's us. You know how it is. Me, I'm impatient. I'm one of those impatient. No, I don't even want to wait for Christmas. Just give me the gift now. We're good.
But so there's that going on, and is there anything else? I think that's about. Oh yeah, finished projects video is supposed to be today, but I can tell you right now, it's not going to happen today. I I have hit a milestone for my finished project videos. This video will have the most pictures than ever before, and this is the first video with over 100 pictures.
That is awesome.
So there's going to be a lot of Yarny Friends makes in this one.
Oh, I can't wait to see all y'all's beautiful
I
things. Oh,
know. And a lot of times you can get ideas from these videos of something to make, you know. That's what I love about doing them.
oh, I just love seeing everybody's projects and their makes and everything else like that. It's just like, oh, y'all are like so phenomenal.
See, I'm hoping maybe I can get it up, finished for tomorrow. I know I'm going to be doing filming tomorrow and at least working on the pictures. Um, but like I said, it's over 100 pictures, so it's going to take me a while.
That is phenomenal.
And how much my back cooperates too. Oh yeah, and I need to still pick the giveaway winners for my community page giveaway and my Facebook group giveaway. The pattern
Ooh,
one.
yes.
It's basically the same thing guessing at my secret. Um, but I like to do it like on those formats just to kind of change things up a little bit.
And it includes individuals that are on one, but that's not on the opposite, or vice versa.
Mm. And sometimes you may find like a pattern giveaway in those two spots.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing brain teasers.
Yes, you do. Oh my goodness. Yes, you do.
But sometimes I wonder maybe I should just pick the winners at random for them completely, because sometimes the answers can kind of be subjective.
Ooh.
Like depends on how you look at things. You know,
See, that's kind of got me where I want to go back and actually read everything and be like, what in the tarnation is she talking about? What exactly?
but that's what can be bad about some of those. And then I'm like, but you know, I go with one answer, but I also pick some random winners. So I don't think anyone should be like, I don't agree with you, Connie, and make like a big issue over it. It's like, hey, look, I'm picking winners at random too. And a lot of times I pick more than what I say I will. So,
So gracious.
but anyway, yeah, I need to pick the winners for that. I know I'm late.
Mm.
Better late than never, though. But like I said, it just kind of depends. And I know next week is going to be a busy week for me, so hopefully I can get my all my videos I want to get out.
Fingers
Um,
crossed.
so like I said, if you don't see much videos, that's why, because I have like two doctor's appointment and then something else going on and it's like,
Oh,
you know,
sweetness.
and I still need to go get my back X-ray done. I keep
Here-
forgetting.
So they haven't called you and made the appointment yet for the back?
They did make my appointment for like the consultation. I told them that I hadn't, and they were like, "Well, we can at least do the consultation. They may still start the therapy." Um, I had one done a couple of years ago, and the X-ray only showed arthritis on my back.
I'm
So
surprised.
unless something's changed, that's all it's probably gonna show. It's the MRI that I need done to see what's really going on. But I
Yeah.
have to have the X-ray and physical therapy current in the last year to get an MRI done.
Seriously? See, here,
Which
no, I advocate for the fact of not doing therapy first. And the whole reason is because if you don't know what's truly there, what is actually causing the issue, doing the therapy can actually damage what is happening.
and I don't. That's one thing that I feel is like, wouldn't it be smarter to find out what's going on first than to start therapy when they're guessing?
Yeah, that's why I advocate and I have changed doctors to make absolutely sure I have a beautiful team that works beautifully with me and my family with everything that's going on. Like one of the things is I'm actually getting tested for dwarfism. And I'm on the second stages of it. And one of it is where they have to do an x ray from head to toe and they measure your bones and stuff like it's a whole ordeal and everything. And if it wasn't for me sitting there and advocating for myself, of sitting there going, hey, don't you think you need to start looking at the fact that I could be a dwarf? Or I'm just using this as an example. I got like so many more. And they're like, no, because I don't look like a normal dwarf with like the little short arms and the little short legs and like the big old head and everything. I'm like, do y'all realize that there's like over 400 different types of dwarfism, that you don't have to be unproportionate. You can be proportionate and just be small statured. The requirements of the height is only 4'10". I'm 4'8". I am way down here. I'm like a low. But by doing that, we've been able to actually like do some DNA, and we're going actually they're truly thinking that that they found one of the dwarfisms that could be it. So that's why I always sit there and tell individuals that are going through like what you're going through, advocate for yourself, be very knowledgeable, be in there prepared for the fact that the individual might not know. It doesn't matter that they went to school and that they're a doctor or whatever it is, does not mean that they don't know or that they do know everything. Because if that was the case, there'll be one doctor for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They're still learning, and it's a choice between their personalities as well. Are they open-minded or are they closed-minded? If they're closed-minded, I'm sorry, you can have the next person, not me. I got too many rare stuff going on with
Yeah.
me and my family. So yeah, advocate for yourself, talk for yourself, sweetness, because if you don't have nobody else to do it for you.
But the sad thing is, it's an insurance thing.
Oh,
So,
same here. There's
but
ways around.
I am like, when after I get that MRI done, it's like, okay, yeah, let's do whatever we can to make my back better, so I can
Yes.
do more.
Oh, I understand when it comes down to back issues. Oh, full blown with me and my husband. Oh, I feel you, sweetness. You probably got it worse than I do, most likely, but still, I got it.
And Frank has it worse than me.
Ooh, I've heard stories of what you've been talking about, what that poor man has gone through. Oh, my heart goes out to both you and him.
Thank you. Let's see. We have the amazing Nancy and Regina that joined us. How are y'all lovely and beautiful ladies doing today? And what are y'all working on? All right. So I think we've covered everything that I wanted to cover before getting into the patterns. Crochet knit all about
Oh, I'm so excited.
them. Y'all get it? How does it? Hold on. How does something read all about it?
Here, you got my brain going
I can't
blank
remember
too.
quite the saying.
But I
I
can
know it's
imagine it. I can
something read all about it.
extra read all about it.
Yeah.
I had to see
Oh,
it first. The little boy standing on the corner of the street and everything, screaming it out.
so today, like I said earlier, it's cardigan patterns. We're gonna get into a few free crochet patterns. Last month we did most of the free patterns, but I do have a few crochet free and a few knit free ones that I will be showing today. But the focus is more on the paid for. All right. Oops. It would help if I pulled it up, wouldn't it? Regina's working on motifs.
Motifs.
That's what I was wondering if she meant.
The phone can be so cruel to us
Oh,
sometimes.
I didn't tell y'all what I did this morning. I went to go make the coffee, and I, I was meaning to go put the grinds in. So I started pouring some, like, I tend to use water bottles to pour the water in the coffee pot. And I started pouring a little bit of water where the grinds go.
Not fully awake there, are you there?
All right. This one is called Tranquility Kimono. And
Ooh.
this comes from Lovecraft's website. Oops. And I always forget that they have some free patterns. But isn't that a gorgeous cardigan?
Yes.
I like that blue, gray, and white together, and kind of the lacy look to it.
Looks like it's a granny square.
And it
Or
goes great with her dress.
yes, it does.
All right. Next up, oops, I'm hitting the settings button.
Ooh.
All right. This is Aris Cardigan and Adriaphil Shiopi. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Hold up. Let me click. Look
Ooh.
how gorgeous. And I love how it's long. And imagine like doing this in colors. You could do it like what and all sorts of colors to match your different outfits.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I
You can do
do.
that in cotton. That would be perfect for
Mhm.
individuals that's in the heat and everything, like in Georgia, Texas.
Oh yeah, heat. It's 92 degrees right now. It probably feels like it's over 100 here.
God, honey.
Drop
Ugh.
it like it's hot, Regina.
Can I just like throw my heat to somebody else up north? Just give it to them.
And then I was saying how I want to move up north, but then with all the smoke in the air, I'm like, I don't know. All right,
Oh,
this is Granny Square Blanket Cardigan. Yeah, I don't know how people can breathe with all that smoke in the air.
I don't either.
And isn't this pretty?
Oh,
And
it
I
is.
mean, you can do so much with the different colors.
What's the front look like?
Let's see.
Oh,
Pretty, pretty. I'm
oh, okay.
a
I see.
bird. I'm a plane. No, I'm super crocheter. I
Oh, I
am in
see.
a silly mood today, y'all.
You're so cute today.
But one thing I do want to mention, like Regina just dropped her link in the chat. Anyone that has channel links, I mean channels. I'm sorry. Take two. Anyone that has YouTube channels, if you type the word drop in the chat, Nightbot will automatically drop your link for you. You might want to wait about maybe a minute to make sure that because drop if you type drop back to back with someone else, it may not drop your link. So you give it a little time, and if for some reason it don't drop your link, just type it again.
We can't overwhelm poor little Nightbot now.
Yeah, Nightbot can only do one thing at a time.
Yes. And hi, Chris. Welcome in.
Yeah, welcome, welcome, Chris. How are you today, and what are you working on? Yeah, Regina saying it's hot here in West Virginia. All right. So the next pattern. I am being a total goofball today, everybody.
Ooh.
This is a crochet cardigan, and look how pretty.
Oh,
Oops.
that is cute.
This is the only picture, but I would love to see it in different colors. Or you possibly could do the top part in one color and the bottom in another.
Oh, yes. And it looks like it's a raglan as well, the way that you increase it on the sides.
Pretty, pretty.
Oh, and it's done in silk and bamboo, so it looks like you need more of a drape.
All right, next up is Highland Fling cardigan.
Ooh.
And I like how it has like that kind of drapiness in the front. Hi, kiddos. And then here's the back, and well, more kind of the side. And like I always love seeing like different like colors for patterns. Yeah, Kayleena had to go see about her children. So she may pop out a little during today's live or have to mute her mic. And she may have to go before I finish the live. So just be aware of that. Chrissy, or four different colors. I mean, yeah, you can have fun. Throw some color in here, 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 here.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, he wanted to show me his dragon and everything, so I'm like, oh.
Oops, I stopped my camera. Oopsie.
I I'm sorry, but in about 3 minutes, I'm gonna have to like just mute myself and everything so I
That's
can go give
fine.
meds and then I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I try to work with people when they come live with me.
And thank you for that. Not that
You're
many
welcome.
individuals are willing to actually understand the concept of special needs kids or just having children or anything else like that. It is so sweet to be able to be understood that there is an accommodation that is needed.
Yeah, because I mean, if I can work with someone, I will.
I like that last one though. It was gorgeous.
I like this one. How do you say that? Az, Azilla? I don't know. Crochet
Azalea?
cardigan. I don't know. But look at that. I love that texture too. And imagine the different colors you could do. And that kind of like that center, like waistline type area. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you could possibly do that in a different color, make it pop.
Ooh. Your burnt orange is my favorite color. So what she's wearing, I just want to take it off of her and wear it.
And then here's the back.
Oh,
I don't.
oh, these are arrow stitches.
Yeah, I love the arrow stitch. I actually did that stitch already, learned it. Um, but yeah, eventually I want to make a lot of cardigans and stuff, or like, or kind of like that kind of like vest or jacket type look.
Well, it seems like that's my year. This year is the year for cardigans and tops and all of that and wearables, basically. And I've already made my first shirt, and I'm so excited. I was able to make it and make it fit perfectly. I'm just like, okay, yeah, it just fueled me to go forth.
My first wearable I ever made was that top I made for Bago Days contest.
That was pretty. Oh,
And
you did such a good job.
and the thing was, because I've never made a top before, I had to kind of go with something that was more basic because I
Mhm.
had to figure out the concept of how you make a top. So I
Yes.
just basically did kind of like a basic tank with straps.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm needing to do. Is I want to do tanks. But do excuse me, I have to do meds now. I'll be right back, you beautiful people.
All right. But yeah, that was my very first wearable I made. I mean, yeah, I've made shawls and ponchos, but I don't I don't know. It is a form of a wearable, but not like clothing, wearable. Ooh, Regina has a cardigan picked out and a fall sweater picked out. Ooh, sweet. I know one day I do want to like make some pretty like fall like sweaters, cardigans, that type of thing. All right. So the last free crochet pattern is a ruffle color cardigan. And isn't that pretty? I like the ruffled look. And I mean, you could have so much fun with the colors. Hopefully. Yeah, the picture kind of wants to jump on me. I tend to like Ravelry the best for pictures. All right, let's see. So let's get into the paid for crochet now. Ooh, Chris likes that one. Awesome. Sorry, my phone's dinging. I think it's Facebook Messenger. I should have turned the volume down and all. I forgot to. Oopsie. All right. So these are paid for patterns. And the first few come from Etsy. And I just love the texture on this one. Isn't this texture beautiful? And again, this is something so many different colors you could do. And who else loves texture? and crochet.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I know.
Oh, oh, that is very pretty.
See, that's one thing I love about Etsy. They tend to have some really gorgeous patterns, or like a very detailed pattern.
Oh, yes. Like I found one that was Tree of Life, and I'm sitting here going, "Oh, you're my next one."
Chris says he likes the free one better, but that is nice too. And sometimes, yeah, I find some free ones I like better than the paid for. It just depends. Oopsie, I must have made
Ooh.
a boo boo when on that one. Sorry about that. I must not have saved the link right.
Uh-oh.
So when y'all go to the links in the description box, yeah, that'll probably be one messed up one. Um, Look at how pretty this one is, and I love the hood.
Oh, I love the colors. Oh, fall.
And again, this is something so many different colors.
It looks like it's very easy and simple.
Mm. It looks basically like granny squares
It is. It's just
and granny stitch.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I still really have not done a true granny square.
So wait a minute, just a granny square itself or a blanket or what?
I've done blankets, but granny square.
Then you've made one.
No,
You just
I've
didn't
never
make little ones.
never made granny square. The closest I did like more kind of like a round granny square because I started that peppermint blanket with like the round motif type
Yes.
things. But I've never finished that blanket. I
Oh no.
I got burnt out.
Uh,
One day I'll go back to it though. One day.
no, you got stuck in one spot, didn't you?
It's just I don't know. I got bored and I felt like I was just doing the same thing over and over again,
Oh, I feel you.
and I
So,
wasn't making progress.
so basically, it turned into a monotonous.
And I mean, I do want to finish it. Now, I've never connected the stuff yet, before. But I mean, I'm sure I can make a granny square. It's just I haven't done a project yet with granny squares.
That's my next one. Is for my middle one. I have to make mini granny squares and make them into a cardigan.
I mean, at one point, because I would love to do a great, some of those beautiful granny squares, probably like the kind of more out of the box ones, or the some of the gorgeous flower ones.
Oh, you know what people are starting to do all over TikTok is they are actually announcing that the fact that it is now Halloween season. So a lot of individuals are going on to YouTube and they are making a square every day or every other day of anything dealing with Halloween. So like the eye, the pumpkin, all of that, and it's like it is inspiring me to actually think about doing it. You
Yeah,
might
like
want to consider it.
holiday ones.
Mm-hmm.
Then like also like I like the certain ones with the flowers, the sunflower one.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm thinking about making that for my van.
One day, but I don't know. Like I'm burnt out when it comes to blankets, and blankets are they take a long time.
Yes.
I sometimes I like that feeling of accomplishment.
That dopamine high you basically get.
And I don't know, maybe I kind of got to work between, like sometimes work on the blanket, sometimes work on something else. I, I don't know, but like it's been over a year, almost 2 years now since I've worked on a blanket.
Do you usually have like two or three projects going on at once?
Typically, I try to keep one whip for both, but lately, uh, because with crochet, I think I have at least three whips that go kind of going on right now, if not more than that.
See, you bumped it up a little. A lot of individuals that help out with that, a little bit of what you call an accomplishment, other individuals call it is a dopamine high, real quick, is that they'll make something really, really small in between working on those big projects each day.
Hmm.
So they're getting up, oh, yay, I finished this. And then they turn around and do that big one for a while.
You see, because I had started on one of Bod's shawls, which I
Mhm.
plan to go back to. But then she did her contest, and I was, since there was a time crunch on it, I had to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
And initially, I was planning to go right back to the shawl. Then I started playing around with the mystery project I'm working on, and then I got my yarn in for that Mandela vest, and I wanted to see how it worked up, so I started playing around.
Oh, don't feel bad. I so want to get the Halloween yarn in from Hirschner's. And was it Cinnamon Stitches just put out a new top? And I'm like, oh, I so want to make that with this. And I want to take everything I'm working on and just stop.
And you know what's beautiful? Hobie's, like the universal Halloween yarn. I drool over that every time I see, and their Christmas ones. Oh,
Yes.
I'm always like, I'm gonna get that one day, one day. And really, even like just a universal in general, I'm like, I'm gonna get these yarns one of these days.
They do such beautiful work getting those yarns in. Oh, they're beautiful.
But I want to catch a sale. And the funny thing is, when I'm ready to order yarn, they're never on sale.
Ah,
They're on sale when I'm not ready to order yarn.
you ain't the only
And and Regina actually sent me my first universal yarn. I still need to
one.
figure out what I want to make with it. It's probably going to be like maybe a score. It's not enough for a shawl, at least I don't think. Uh,
You can do a shawlette.
that was another possibility. I got to kind of pay attention to the yardage and try to find something that that should work with the amount that I have. But and I may do one of my pattern designs with it, because I think I am gonna, like, I had started designing. It was supposed to be the lady of the morning score,
Hmm.
and the thing was, I started on it before I went in the hospital, and I was all fuzzy brained and no telling what was going on, with my how my brain was functioning at that time. And I don't know, I did not really take good notes on what I did.
Oh no. Oh
And I'm
no.
kind of like, because I was going to, try to work on writing things up, and I'm like, I look at my notes and I'm like, Connie, what did you do? And I'm like, I I don't know, it may just be easier just to kind of maybe do something similar, maybe not be completely the same, and then write that up and take really, really good notes.
There you go. Sometimes you will come up with the most perfect creation that you have ever come up with without even attempting to, by just sitting down and just saying, you know what, we're ripping it out.
But it's
We're
still like, what I had done was still beautiful. I still need to put the fringes on it, but the rest of the scarf, I finished it. And like I said, maybe I'll play around some, and you know, it may not even be, similar looking when I'm done with making a new one. I don't know. But I don't like that because I wanted to release that score.
Oh,
It was, it's beautiful. I know one of the stitches was the Trinity stitch, and I'm trying to remember what the other one was. I can't think of it offhand.
well, now that your brain's actually no longer in a fog, if you take it and lay it out, you can probably break it down again.
But my brain, oh, I mean, I'm serious. Like right before I ended up in the hospital, and especially when I was first in the hospital, y'all would have been cracking up laughing at the things I was doing. I mean, I was back. I was crocheting backwards. And when I got home, I was trying to work on a Bangladesh shawl. I couldn't do it.
Oh no.
I couldn't follow it. I'm like, what's going on? I had to do like a basic shawl to get in back into things. And and then it's like it all came back to me. I can make one now. But I don't know like how my blood pressure got so high. It messed with like my brain and my thinking, my memory,
Well, also too, blood sugar actually messes with
and
that.
that
High blood
too.
pressure with the combination of it, the medication, the flooding of everything that is actually occurring, all actually does affect your brain and your functioning and your reality of what is occurring.
So like, okay, I would be trying to turn on my phone, and you know how like, okay, here's well, here's the front of it, okay, and like I would be going like this, like looking for the button. I can't turn it on. I can't turn it on.
Oh. Well, the great thing is out of that tragedy, you have funny memories that you can actually remember and look back on and try to embrace a positivity of what actually did occur.
And then like some things like Frank's like, do you remember you doing that? I'm like, no.
I see here, I have fun with my husband every time he goes under surgery because the things that he does and says is just it's hilarious.
And on the way, like when Frank was going to take me to the emergency room, I go to open the front door to so I can go outside and get in the car. I couldn't get the door to open. I
Oh,
thought Frank was like driving like a madman, like crazy. And I was like, why are you driving this? Slow down. And he's like, I'm driving normal, and it didn't feel like it. And I thought he was speeding. And he's like, I'm not speeding. I'm like, and I remember like whenever I would see him, it seemed like his head was like this. And like even like his stomach, it seemed like it was like double the size of what he is. And it was crazy. I couldn't figure out how to turn the TV off in the hospital. How to charge my phone.
oh wow. Oh, that just to think about having something like that. You handled yourself with grace. Me, I'll be freaking out going, okay, I'm not my normal self. We're good now.
Oh, trust me. At the time, I was scared out of my mind because I thought I was having a stroke. I did,
Here, the first thought goes to my mind is seizures.
and or I at least thought one was trying to come on. But I
Yeah.
mean, I could like raise my hands and all that stuff. I didn't show like the signs that you typically look for, but I felt like it felt like something in my head happened, and it just felt like something was like really, really.
Yes.
I don't know how to completely explain it. Hi, Sean, my amazing Yorny friend. How are you today? What are you doing? Yeah, I need to get back on the topic, huh?
Yeah, I was looking at it. It's absolutely
I know.
divine.
I think this is gorgeous. Cardigan Purity by Concept Creative Store. And look at that.
Oh,
That's my style. And imagine like what the different colors.
oh, you can so wear that at a wedding. Here, speaking of, one's coming up.
Like here it is in a different one. Ooh, the back is gorgeous.
Yes.
And then
Look
it
at
makes me wonder like how it would look like with a cake, or would that be too busy?
with a cape.
Like cake yarn, different color,
Oh,
or maybe like more of a ombre type thing going.
I think an ombre would look absolutely divine. Now, having a cake where there's way too much color,
I think that might be too busy.
yeah, unless it's isolated to like three or four and that's it.
Yeah, because I usually find certain things you want a more of a solid color, or maybe ombre yarn.
Yes.
Um, like cake, it looks better typically. Not necessarily plain pattern, but like when there's like more detail in a sense.
Now, I find the opposite. When it comes down to more of the detail, the more plain it needs to be.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
less detail.
I'm sorry, I kind of worded it backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because like something more kind of simple, you can get away with the different colors.
I forgot who actually said it. So basically, how they said it, it made beautiful sense to my brain. And my brain was just all happy with tingles from it. So basically, if you do a plain pattern, you allow the yarn to speak. So the
Hmm.
more busy the yarn is, the more that the yarn can shine and be itself and speak. The
Hmm.
more that the pattern is more detailed and down to everything else like that, you want that pattern to speak more than you do the yarn. So you mute the yarn and you allow the pattern to speak louder.
Yeah, because with detail, a solid color, the details, you see it. Where you have like multicolor yarn, the detail.
I don't know if I'm breaking up or if you are, Connie, but you're going in and out
I
and you're
was
pixelated.
who was breaking. I just hear me.
I could barely hear you. Like there's okay, you're starting to come out of your frozen section. Oh, nope,
Okay.
you're frozen again to me. I don't know if this is me or what. Oh, you're fluid.
I don't know what just happened. Hopefully everything's good now. But I was saying that like with something detail, a solid color makes that detail boom, there it is. Where when you use like different color yarns and stuff, you hide that detail. It's too.
Yes.
All right, let's see. We have the amazing Mimi Cat in the house and the amazing Angel Renee, my beautiful Yorny friends. How are y'all and what are y'all working on?
Sneaky glitch got her.
Take two again, or maybe that's take three.
Take
I'm
human.
5. Let's see. Sherry says I have 2 whips that are blankets and they are in timeout. Yep, my blankets are in timeout. That blankets. I may have to sing my song again for those that's just joining us that wasn't here towards the beginning.
We're getting another dance going on. A rave.
I'm trying to. Okay, I got it. Another row bites the dust, and another row, and another row. Another row bites the dust. Doot 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 doot. Another row bites the dust. Y'all can sing that when y'all finish a row when y'all make. That's what made me come up with the song.
It was awesome. Way to go.
Kathy's working on Shondi Mystery Knit Along shawl anklet, or does she mean shawlette? I'm not exactly clear.
Did your phone decide to rearrange your letters again? Autocorrect.
I'm about to say, I think you're talking to me. I'm like, well, on lives, I don't use my phone. I use my web camera. All right. So back to the patterns.
Mystery knit along. I've got to look that up.
Yeah. Regina just got done with her spider motif.
Ooh.
Right.
While you pull that up, I'm going to write down Mimi's thing.
I keep getting off topic today.
It's my fault.
It's all good. It's easy to do. Cardigan Queen, but I have no clue. I cannot pronounce that name. But look
Ooh.
at how pretty. I love like the sleeves. And hopefully I need to make sure this is. Yeah, it is crochet. For a second there I was looking at it and it kind of looked knit to me.
Hold on, Boogie.
And then see, my button's not working. This is Cardigan Soul by Nathalie Morales. And I think this one's beautiful.
Oh, that one is divine.
I love the different stitches.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is taking me forever to write this down, but I'm getting it, I swears.
All these are in the description box.
No, Mimi, the one that she's doing with the knit along, I need to go actually look it up and see what it is.
Okay, I gotcha. I think this one's pretty. Cardigan Genziana by Morta Bella Bono.
Oh, wow, you did a really good job saying that. I would have butchered it.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I love the color combination.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And yeah, I thought there was kind of like a flare out with the sleeves. I love that look where the sleeves flare out.
Yes.
I want to find top patterns with the sleeves like that, but it's like I'm not sure. I've tried searching, and I don't find that there's an easy way to pull up patterns like that. Like trumpet sleeve. There was another name.
The only thing I think of is bell bottom.
But I think you just have to keep searching tops until you just happen to stumble across them.
See, I don't like them. Oh, I don't like anything that flares out with my arms or anything like that because it catches on everything and ends up just ripping it.
Sometimes I can be a pain.
Yeah, even though they're gorgeous and I would love to wear them, I end up just basically defaulting back to putting it back close around my wrist. Ooh,
I know this is Blue Lace Cardigan by Sophie and Me, and it's dash something.
oh, that is gorgeous.
I know. I mean, there's so many amazing patterns out there. I mean, there's more patterns that I'm not even sharing.
Oh, yes. Now that is absolutely perfect. So an individual that is wanting to accentuate their waistline, that would actually like benefit somebody that doesn't have one or that wants to accentuate. And then that is the pineapple stitch up underneath. Oh, that is awesome.
I don't know, for some reason, I'm trying to click on certain pictures and it's not shifting. I don't know. Well, it seems like everyone else is liking these. And I try to find ones that I think are pretty that I think people will like. This is Fairy Wing Cocoon Cardigan by Anastasia or Smith. I got that one.
Ooh.
I love like the look of this one.
Oh, yes. She picked a good color too.
Mm. And I mean, so many colors you could do it.
Oh, I bet if you take a button and put it right there, it would stay on a whole lot better. And oh, yeah.
Hopefully, I'm not clicking through the pictures too fast.
I'm good. I hope everyone over here is good.
See, this one too, it didn't save. Ah, I, I don't know. I had it pulled up on Etsy, and it's the Etsy ones that some of them go to the like default search page.
Oh,
It's been two so far,
ooh,
and this would be fun, different colors. But I find Etsy does that sometimes.
yes, yes, it does.
And then, like, whenever I put the links in the description box, I use a URL shortener to make more room. Or when the links for Etsy are like 3 rows,
Oh, good gracious.
it's crazy.
Oh, that's ooh. That's called the drunken granny stitch.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's good.
sorry.
Let's see. Now we're going to the free knit patterns. And what's
Ooh,
funny is initially, like, I thought I had done all free patterns last month. And I was like, oh, I just have the paid for patterns. Or some yeah. And I was confused, and really I had done all the free patterns.
oh. So, are
And
you
that,
about to do knitted? You said.
huh?
Are
Yeah,
you about to?
knitted free patterns. We're in the knit patterns now.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through the patterns that I had. But yeah, I love like the knit ones are gorgeous. This is lace and cable cardigan. This is from Lovecraft's website.
Ooh.
Oops. And look at that detail. Cables, a little lace work.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I say, knitting got it going on when it comes to that.
Oh, am I starting to fall in love all over again?
No matter what, I'm gonna wrap things up about 2 o'clock. And
My
then
time or your time? Because it's already 2:30.
oh, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah. And then y'all can go Alien Invade Granny D if y'all can.
Oh, that is
Hmm.
gorgeous.
So it looks kind of like just cables, maybe a tad of lace work, but it's real simple. That's why I say knitting can have that like elegant look.
I could be wrong, but it looks more like leaf.
It, I don't know. It did look like it was cables.
Okay, like I said, I could be wrong.
And I would have to look at the actual pattern. Sometimes it's hard to tell looking at a picture. Now, this one has a 25 different free ones. I'm just going to kind of scroll quickly.
Ooh. Oh, that's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that one.
This is its Shapely Boyfriend Cardigan.
Oh, no, not the same.
But I told you boyfriend was in the name.
You were right. Ooh, that was nice.
But yeah, I'm trying to go through all the patterns. So, like I said, I'm just going to kind of quickly scroll. But this one
Aww.
has like 25 different patterns. See, I like that.
Oh,
No. I was going to try to see if I can get the picture better, but. Oh, here's another one Oxford Boyfriend Cardigan.
that one actually looks like it's more expensive, like you would buy in the store type of expensive.
Mhm. Look at that hand dyed yarn. Ooh, the Land and Sea Cardigan.
Oh, oh, that's chunky.
I'm not big on chunky yarn.
I am when it comes down to knitting. I can't do it when it's crochet. It hurts my hands and wrist. Oh no, that one's pretty. That one right there, the cozy cable cardigan.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing, like, or whenever you like crochet with two strands of number four weighted
Oh, I
yarn,
can't do it.
it slows me down. Yeah.
I literally like before I can even get barely any further and I'm in so much pain. It knocks me on my tushy for a few days. And I'm like, no, it ain't worth it. And not worth it.
We have my beautiful and amazing yarny friend, Dawn, here. Oh, she can't stay. Well, I hope you have a good day, Dawn.
Shh. Sorry.
I think he wants to get into some stuff. Oh, she has to see about her kids. She'll be back in a couple of minutes. And look at this one, y'all. Skipness. Look at those cables. But more than likely, I would probably want this longer. I tend not to like stuff that's like higher up like that. But I think this could easily be adapted if you just, you know, keep doing the repeat rows until your desired length.
That's sweet too.
Look at that.
That is gorgeous.
But I would want it longer. Oh, hi, Doris, my amazing Yorny friend. How are you today? And what are you working on?
Sorry, my sweet baby boy. He's wanting to show me what he just did in his game and he wanted to share the news and everything. So I was like, oh, okay.
Aw. And this is Patrine Cardigan by Nikki Epstein.
Oh, that's pretty.
And I love color work and knitting.
That's a lot of ribbing, though. It goes all the way up to the color work.
Mm. Yeah, that sometimes can get frustrating in knitting work when you have to keep. But then even lace work, I mean, you got to really pay attention when you're doing lace work.
I have a very difficult time when it comes down to ribbing. I will forget. Like, I'll be sitting there going, okay, knit, purl. And then I'm like, hold on. Wait, what did I just do?
Mhm.
Even
And
though I'm saying it out loud.
that's what happens like with lace work. It's like it's so easy to make a boo-boo. It's not that you don't know how to do all the stitches or how to do it. It's you lose track of where you're at
Yes.
easily. Like I always like to finish the repeat of a row before I put it down.
I always end on the knit stitch, or like you said, at the end of the repeat.
Hmm. That way I know when I pick it back up, start the repeat again.
Mm-hmm.
And look
Now
how
that's pretty.
gorgeous. I know. I love the colors.
It looks simple too. So you can use any type of yarn. It can be as busy as it can be, and it'll
Hmm.
still come out gorgeous.
And look at this. You got some color
Oh,
work and some cables.
oh, what a combination.
And I like the colors. I find those colors go well together.
Oh, she had a beautiful palette.
Yeah, and I find palettes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Angel Renee, there were a lot of talented designers.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So, so true. And here is a cardigan with cabled yoke by Patton's. And look at that.
That looks so
I love the cables.
delicate. Oh,
But y'all see what I'm talking about with knitting? That's why, like, I encourage people if you learn how to knit, do it. Don't let it intimidate you. Yeah, you're gonna probably boo boo at first. It's part of the learning process. I
that's
just,
with anything.
just keep at it until you get it down.
Mm-hmm.
You'll learn how to prevent us drop stitches.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I do have a video with some pointers on how to prevent them. Um, in my helpful tips playlist. Then go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to announce I got about 5 more minutes, and then I really have to leave.
Yeah.
I do apologize.
Yeah, Kayleena's gonna be going soon, but I'm gonna finish things up. I have some more patterns that I'm gonna be sharing. Um, hopefully I get through all the patterns.
Yeah, just blame me that if you couldn't get through all of them because I just kept sidetracking you.
But I try not to run that much into Granny D's live, so I mean it's the one thing like about 5 minutes in, but I don't like much more than that. Or Sean wants to learn how to knit. That one I'm saying, just do it and try different tutorials. One person's tutorials to learn may not work for you.
Now, there are different types of knitting and everything else like that. There's continental, there's throwing, picking, all of that, and there's even others that I don't even know. I do have some. If you want to go check out mine are done on the shorts as well, or go to my TikTok as well. Same thing, my own Utopia. And I have those done right up underneath. And I've even asked individuals if you need me to go in more detail or anything else like that, or rearrange it in a way that you can understand it a whole lot better. And I've actually put out a few others of how to actually knit. And I teach individuals from learning of an individual that learns how to crochet to knitting. So, an individual that has no idea anything about the knitting process or anything else like that, but they know how to actually crochet, how to revert themselves from that to a knitting process instead of vice versa.
And I'm a thrower. And I do have a playlist like on my channel with my knitting tutorial. But I teach, the throwing method.
I do continental.
Throw that yarn. Now I do go into a lot of explanation in my tutorials. I try to teach at a beginner's level.
Mm-hmm.
Um and like I show you where to put that needle. Like you'll see me a lot of times with a adorning needle showing you exactly where like you're putting your needle, or like in my crochet tutorials where you're putting your crochet hook,
Mm-hmm.
because that's one when I watch tutorials. Not like a lot of tutorials, you're like, where are you putting it at? I can't tell.
Or the needle and everything just accidentally just goes right below the camera. You're just like, no, bring it back up.
Now, now my earlier tutorials, I used to use a different camera that had trouble focusing close up. So there is a bit of a blur on my earlier tutorials. I find you can still see what I'm doing, and I do explain thoroughly, but I just kind of want to warn people. Now my tutorials or on us, don't really have that blur like how the beginning ones did.
you
But
you got better in you got better in time, basically.
yeah, and over time I should better.
I
I,
think
I- you
everybody
know,
does.
I'm still learning my way with tutorials, but I know some people, especially like if you have more eye trouble, you may have trouble. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
that is
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Cardigan 6946 by Protex International Design Studio.
Sorry.
But yeah, look, and I love those colors too. The cables.
Oh, thank you, Doris.
And we're knitting. Regina says, if I can knit, anyone can. I mean,
See?
you just got to keep on. And one thing I will tell you knitting is like the knit stitch is pretty easy to get. At least I found it was. The purl stitch is more awkward. You had trouble with the knit stitch?
My issue was okay, if I just sit there and I knit for days and then I go and I learn how to purl for a few days, reverting from knitting to purling back and forth is what gave me the issue. And come to find out, a lot of people that I've actually taught, that's their issue as well, is just being able to switch their brains from point A to point B and to be able to
Yeah.
go back and forth. I've actually got a couple of tricks that helped me and helped a couple of people that I've taught. And by doing that, I've helped so many other individuals with that as well. That it's the way I say it. And it's more of a visualization and it's a way that you actually connect what is occurring. But that was my issue.
Yeah, because knit stitch, the yarn is behind. Purl stitch, you got to bring it to the front.
See, I've said that to people, and the people that couldn't grasp that, they couldn't grasp that one either. What really occurred was whenever I actually sit there and I put it into a phrase form. So if you're knitting, you need to bring your yarn to you. If you're wanting to purl, you take the yarn away from you. So putting it into a rhyming form or a format of as such, it helps an individual sit there and go, okay, and it makes it more fluid and it helps.
That's awesome. Let us know like how you progress with learning knitting. And I mean, if you have questions, just let me know. I'll help you. I'm sure Kayleena will.
Yes.
There's others in the yarny community too.
Spring, the fiber enthusiast, does a fantastic
Gina,
tutorials.
Gina with Knitting Turnpike.
Yes.
Gorgeous, gorgeous knitting. But she's been a knitter for several years. And beautiful, beautiful. I mean, she whips them out like it's nothing,
Oh
and
my
lace
gosh.
work.
Yeah.
Um, she probably knows the majority of things in knitting, but but
There's
but yeah, I mean, it's just getting used to certain things. But like I said, when you're knitting, the yarn goes to the back towards you.
Linda Simpson. I had
Hmm.
to think
That's
about that one
another
for a minute.
one. Hmm.
She is doing
Knitter.
phenomenal work teaching everybody how to actually knit from the very beginners to advanced. And she actually worked with her and did a cow that taught individuals how to actually break down a formula aspect of it. And they did a phenomenal job. So if you go back and look at Linda Simpson or look at oh, I just forgot her name. You just said her name.
Gina.
Yes, Gina. And both of them two working together, they did such good jobs.
And when you purl, you take that yarn away from you in the front.
Hmm.
And it's like I said, back and forth after you do the stitch, based on what the pattern calls for. And when you're doing the stitches, like making,
Okay, Connie, I don't know if you can hear me, but I think I might be losing you, or I'm having the breakup, or you're having the breakup, but you're sounding like a robot.
oopsie,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you're
better
frozen, but I can hear you.
you need to get now.
Yeah, well, you sound like a robot again. I'm so
Can y'all
sorry.
can y'all in the chat hear me?
Okay, you're coming back again.
Okay. Don't you need to be leaving?
Yes, I do. I just got caught up on the knitting.
I
Thank you
know.
for saying something.
But yeah, she's going to be leaving now, and I'll be on about another 15 minutes. And then, if y'all can, go alien invade the awesome Granny D.
Well, thank you, Connie, for allowing me to come up here and have fun and show off all these wonderful patterns that you were able to show off today. And thank you guys so much for coming and joining and talking to me and everything else like that. I had a blast.
Awesome. I enjoyed having you. So say y'all goodbyes to Kayleena.
Bye, you beautiful people. Thank you.
You're welcome and have an amazing day.
Thank you.
Well,
And I
really
hope,
amazing weekend.
thank you. Here, I just got done cutting grass, so we got some good yard. So thank you and bye, you guys.
Okay. So we'll probably find out, like, if it keeps happening, if it was on my side or Kayleena's side. But anyway, but yeah, for knitting, that's like one thing to keep in mind. But like I said, once you get it, you get it. And like, with the knit stitch, you're basically making an X, and you're going like your needle's going upright, like behind. Purl, like I said, the yarn, you bring the yarn forward, and you're going like in a downward direction, like, more in front. I don't know. I'd have to show it. It's hard to really like explain it without showing it, and then it would probably be backwards on, um, with the way I'm filming. But anyway, back to the patterns. This is Boat Trip. I don't know, something Cardigan by Sari Nordland. I, I just think this kind of has a classic look. And that's, oops, excuse my phone. Okay, that's the last of the free patterns, and we just have the paid ones left. We have 11, so I'm going to try to go through them quickly. Come on, come up. There. Hold up, I think I hit the wrong thing. Huh. No, that should be right. No, no, no. Okay. I see what I did. I pulled up the crochet patterns. Give me just a second. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me get my bookmark. It always feels like it's taking forever. Okay, so paid for now. All right, let me open. Actually, there's 12. Okay, I'm pulling the first one up. This is women's cable cardigan. I love the detail to this. Beautiful cable work. And even cables with knitting. I mean, you look at this and you look at those cables, and you, if you haven't tried doing cables yet, doesn't it look intimidating, like it's really hard? But it's not. Basically, you take like this cable needle, which basically, like, you're either putting the cable, that's the stitches that are on the cable, in the front or the back of your work, based on what a project says. And and basically, like, you'll put like maybe 3 stitches on the cable needle, and then you'll like knit like the next 3 stitches on the main needle. Then you go to the cable needle, and then you knit those 3 stitches. You're just like knitting it out of order. But like I said, if you know how to do your knit and your purl stitches, you can do it. You know, you can do cables. This is Boston cardigan knitting design pattern. And look at that. I love this. Gorgeous. Oh, here's a different color. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, y'all seem to love the patterns. But yeah, because the first time I tried cables, I was like, can I do this? You know, it looks so intimidating. And then once I did, I'm like, that's it. That was easy. And my advice is jump into things. That's how you learn. You run into a problem, look things up, ask questions. You'll get it. Now with knitting, especially if you're a beginner, you it's a good idea to use lifelines, because tearing out your work is a pain, and you don't want to lose too much progress, and those stitches fall down, and and it's so easy to drop the stitches if you don't. Like now, like, well, I never really used lifelines when I learned how to knit. But when I do lace work, I use lifelines for that reason, in case I boo boo. But look at how gorgeous. And like I said, when you start knitting, you're gonna mess up. I mean, my first few projects, you can see boo boos in them. I mean, if you really pay attention and know what you're looking for. I mean, I think for the most part, wearing it, someone wouldn't see it. Yeah, Sherry says she taught herself knitting by watching YouTube videos. I learned Shandy with expression fiber. His expression fiber art. I think it is me. What is going on? I guess my internet wonky today. For that. There, I did it again. Huh. So this is Zora by going on. Can y'all see? Let me pull that pattern back up. Give me just a second. I don't know why I keep going black screen. Okay, now it's coming up. Look how gorgeous this one is. Beautiful. Ooh, I love this. It's more like a royal blue type color. Hi, Lisa the Grammy, my amazing Yorny friend. How are you today? And what are you working on? Yeah, I've been glitching some today. I do apologize, but I mean, you can't control technical difficulties on a live. It happens. Oh, awesome. I love hearing when y'all love a pattern I share. And if y'all make patterns I share, I so want to see it. This is Empire Wakes Cardigan by Sue McCain. And I love this. And these are paid for knitting patterns. And all these links are in the description box of today's live. And I'm trying to move quickly so I can wrap things up. This is Working Cables Again by Dawn Broco or something like that. And again, gorgeous cables. Yeah, I can tell cables. This is Cardigan with Lacy Goddets by Pad Mancini. And again, look, simple but elegant. A little bit of lace work on the sides. And here's the back view. Okay, I think 5 more. Lace Cardigan by Wendy Sachs. And look at the beautiful lace work. I mean, you could do this in different colors. Ooh, I like how that looks with that dress. So, yeah, that one would go good with dresses. Ooh, yeah. I gotta make me some knitted cardigans once I get all slender. Lisa says, very pretty. I'm working on baby blankets for my nephew who is expecting his first baby, a boy, in August. Oh, congratulations, Granny Lisa. Oh, actually, hold on. No, that is a grandchild. That's what I was thinking grandchild. Sorry. This is Masetta Cardigan by Susanna Icy. And look, just a little like touch of kind of like a leafy lace work type thing. Beautiful, beautiful. Here it is in a different color. All right. Charlie's Cardigan by Amy Herzog. And again, just a little touch of lace work on something so simple. And it's just gorgeous. Here's the back view. All right, 2 more patterns. This is Armorel Cardigan by Gabrielle Vazina. And look at this. You got that kind of, that leaf lace work at the top. Looks like either some like popcorn, one of those type of stitches. Beautiful. Ooh, look at that blue. But I think I like how it looked better on that first picture, to tell you the truth. But so much fun with different colors. Okay, Lisa says, actually, my sister's second grandchild. I have 7 of my own plus extras. Yeah, Cindy Lou with Pups and Crochet is fixing to be a granny again. This is Ella Cardigan Solo by Lenny Home Samso. And look how gorgeous the leaf lace work. Here's the front view. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So that's all the patterns. And again, that's all in the description box of today's live. I'm going to play my little closing video and come back and say my byes. And yeah, and then go alien invade the awesome and amazing Granny D. Let's see, where is it? And I hope everyone has a fabulous yarny weekend. Be the light and bye.